Hey, it's your girl, Lashamariespeaks. Thanks for tuning in another episode of Hello Audacity Podcast. If you are just joining us for the first time, please be sure to set your notifications. Go ahead and like, share, follow Hello Audacity Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Before I jump into introducing our next co-host, I'm going to call out some different things I have going on. My ebook just dropped. Freedom, the Half of Me Made Whole. You want to go ahead and get it for you, get it for your sister, bestie. It is going to be a great read. It also gives you tangible items that you can use right now in order for you to explore a different way of life, a different way of thinking in order for you to what? Increase your coins. So I give you some tips in order to build a better life right now, okay? Even in your current situation. So get it. Freedom, Half of Me Made Whole. I'm so excited about that release. Also, Women of Audacity Book Club has kicked off. We're in our second book selection. You still have time to join all of the fun with the girls. Our second book selection is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. It is a great read. Okay, you want to be a part of the fun. Hopefully, I'll see you there. Also, mid-year. It's not mid-year progressions. However, projections, I should say. However, I know that you have a life mapping plan. You got that vision board, or you should, or maybe you need to switch it up. I want you to jump in the Dream Big Vision experience today. Okay, everything that you put on that vision board, you put on a pillow. I'm the creator of this Dream Big Vision pillow. Okay, it is a total experience, so you definitely want to jump in a class with me so that we can try out some things, and I will give you some measurements to use in order for you to check off those goals. That's what it's about, so that you can keep getting it and you can keep on track in order for you to manifest some things in your life without delay. Okay, give you the roadmap. Okay, so I definitely want you in that class. And I hope to see you because you want better. You want the more of life, right? So yes. Also, if you have a product, service, gift, or a testimony, I want you here. I want you also to be a guest. You have a voice. I say all the time, we are simply the catalyst of your life's pitch, honey. I want you on. I want to know what you're doing. Okay, so that's including men. We are not leaving you out. You have a voice. There are some individuals, men out there that are doing some mighty things. And if you are, I want you on the show. So yes, can't wait. All of the links are below. I have also opened my fall books for speaking engagements. Definitely want to be there, part of anything that you have going on, a seminar, an event, a conference. Definitely connect with me so that I can give you all of the gems that I've learned in my 20-year HR career and leadership and beyond, honey. So yes, my books is open. Can't wait to team with your purpose. I am so glad that we have our next guest, and we're going to go ahead and bring her in because I'm so excited to talk about all things sweet with our guest, Danielle Moore. How are you, honey?
I am great. How are you, love?
I am good. It's so funny. I have to tell everybody a story. I've been here since 2018, and I haven't really like stepped out and gotten to know like a lot of people, but everybody's attached on my Facebook page. And so I had been seeing the chariot. Y'all, I had drove up to Walmart one day. I'm waiting for my husband and my daughter to get out of Walmart, and I see the chariot. So I see her first. And so I was like, I think I know she's I recognize her. And so I looked to the side and I saw the chariot. So I knew it was you. Hopped out the car, had the support and everything, and get my hug like I always do. So it is so awesome to have you on the show. I think what you have done is not just groundbreaking, but it's inspirational for many people. So, can you tell the audience who you are and a
Hi,
little bit more
everyone.
about yourself? Yes.
Absolutely. So, my name is Danielle Moore. I am the CEO and owner of Dani Cheesecake. We are a gourmet, no bake cheesecake company, and our cheesecake come in jars like this. Now, this is one of our large jars. This is 10-ounce jars, but the other ones are 6-ounce. This is strawberry crunch. This is one of my number one sellers. Get in the frame. Number one seller. So we
That.
have about 40 flavors of cheesecake.
Oh, okay. Because I did. I went on your website and trying to see all of the flavors, and I was like, wow, and it's yummy. I think I had got the strawberry crunch.
Crunch. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it was yummy.
Yes.
It was. Yeah, I actually split that little one between
Mhm.
3 people.
Okay. You're generous because most people do not share.
I know I am not a sweet ground potatoes girl.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I wanted to taste it because, of course, I had been hearing phenomenal things about your cheesecake. So I definitely wanted to dive in. But I didn't want to, I'm trying to get back on this health thing. So
I
I
totally
had to take
understand.
I was like, if you don't take this from me, oh my God, this gonna be an extra 2 miles. But no, it was really really good. And then I went on your site and I saw red cookies and cream.
Yes, so that was actually supposed to be a seasonal. So it's red
It
velvet
does
cake.
say seasonal.
Yes,
Mhm.
so it was a red velvet cake paired with a cookies and cream cheesecake, and it's right behind my strawberry crunch. So if I show up the food truck Friday without red velvet cookies and cream, then people gonna riot. So it
It's
literally
gonna be
stays. It's definitely gonna be an issue. So it stays on. It stays on all year long.
okay. Awesome, awesome, and also banana pudding.
Yes. So a lot of the flavors that we have year round are like our original strawberry crunch, banana pudding, caramel cookie crunch, red velvet cookies and cream. And then we have some of our summer flavors or seasonal flavors like wild berry crunch, which is one of my personal favorites, pina
Okay.
colada,
Oh.
lemon drop, strawberry lemonade. In the
Okay.
wintertime, we have sweet potato souffle. I love everything sweet potato. It has pecans in it. Our elf on the shelf cheesecake, which is like a pretzel pie. What else we have? White chocolate, peppermint. We have so many different flavors. So we do have 40 flavors, but a lot of them are seasonal, so they come in and
Okay. Gotcha. And I understand that. Now, can you tell us what was the inspiration behind starting Dani Cheesecake?
out. Okay, so it was a couple different factors. One of them was my son at the time, and it started in 2020. I literally started. We had just closed on our house in June of 2020, and it was in the middle of the pandemic. I was working as a bank teller at the time. I was working part-time hours, so I was
Hmm.
just trying to find a way to make up some extra money to help pay for his college because he had just graduated. He was going out to school. And so I have always been praised for like my dessert making skills. So I took some samples around to different people, strange. I even inbox people. I use a lot of people at work as my guinea pigs, customers, my coworkers got their feedback. And it just kind of took off from there. So it started off as a side hustle in 2020. At the end of 2021 is when I decided to go full time with it.
Okay. Awesome. So was this is during the pandemic?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
honey, you've done great within this short amount of time.
Yes, they literally started,
Yeah.
like I said, July. And it took off. And we really didn't have like a place to get good cheesecake here. And most people, when they think of cheesecake, they think of baked cheesecake. I am not a particular fan of baked cheesecake. My cheesecake is more of a creamier texture.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I got to try it's key lime. I saw
Yes,
that. I love key lime. So I
yes.
know. I think that's seasonal as well. But I definitely.
It is, but it's starting. I might keep that one on year round because I
Okay.
get a lot of requests for that one. So I might actually keep that one year round.
Mm. Awesome. Awesome. And cheesecake is good with this coffee too. So.
Yeah. Speaking of coffee, you can purchase my cheesecake at the coffee shop downtown Opelika, and they have really amazing coffee.
Oh, awesome. It, is it the coffee shop?
Yeah, it's called the coffee shop.
Okay, awesome.
Mhm.
I need to get out a little bit more. I mean, I
Oh,
have
it's
no excuse. I
nice.
have no
It's a
excuses
vibe.
to love it.
You will love it in there. It's really, really nice.
Awesome, awesome, good, good, good. Are you in any other stores?
I am in 34 Market in Dadeville, Alabama.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
awesome. And you ship.
I do ship. I do overnight ship. My shipping days are Mondays and Tuesdays. Is the days that I usually ship out.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I know my mother is no longer here. She passed at the age of 44, but she was a baker. She was a baker, and I got her recipes for 7 layer cake and um, pound cake. The 7 Up cake is
Yes.
her specialty. I mean, we would have, especially during holidays. I mean, mom would be up for like days preparing. So I remember being in the kitchen. Is that how you kind of started? Did you start with your grandmother or mother in the kitchen, just seeing them?
Actually, my dad taught me how to cook. I was raised by my father.
Okay.
Yes, I was raised by a single father. And I feel you on losing your mom. I lost my mom. She would have been 57 this year. So I actually celebrate my 3-year work business on her birthday. Because I kind
Oh,
of started around her birthday. Yeah. So July
oh,
27th will be 3 years in business.
okay. I always tell people that the legacy continues. They
Absolutely.
definitely want you to kind of take their baton to do things in their name, in their honor. It is our birthright in order to, fulfill the dreams of someone, our loved one that's no longer here. So
Right.
yeah, yeah. So I do remember just begging for the spoon. Can you give me the spoon? Or the the what is it, the blender things that you have to screw on,
Yes.
go
Yes.
around. I was just looking at. I love it. I love it. Those are great
So
memories.
how I started cooking, honestly, like I said, I was raised by my dad and he was a single father and I was the oldest in the house. And so he needed help. So he actually taught me how to, the very first thing he taught me how to cook was actually cornbread. When I tell you I cook cornbread with everything, hamburger helper, tacos, everybody was getting cornbread. Okay. We had cornbread. And that was one of the things I sold. I perfected a recipe. One of his friends tasted, hey, can you make me a pan of cornbread? I was like, sure. I think I sold it for like $5. Couldn't tell me nothing. And so one of my best friends actually called me cornbread hustler for that reason right there. She was like, you've
Oh,
been a hustler all your life. If I can make it, bake it, sew it
I
together, I was selling it.
right. I love cooking too. Actually, it's one of the things that I love to do for my family. So I mean, I come from a cooking family. Uh, I am originally from Detroit, but my family is from Mississippi. I think on the last show when we had another guest from here, I had shared that I went to ASU in '94, so I had ties here. And before I left, I knew that I would be back. I just didn't know how or when. And
Okay.
so it's so amazing that I'm able to come back and just feel like home in this area. So it's definitely been a transition for the better. Doors more opened up for me. Not necessarily here because I've been working from home for about 14 years in HR, but just having this peace. It's something
Mhm.
about me, and I'm a big old city country girl. I got my plants everywhere. I'm outside in the soil. My husband is from Florida. He goes,
Okay.
if you don't put on some shoes, I said, for what? So, yeah, I am loving it here. But of course, with business comes challenges and
Mhm.
also growth. Can you tell us a little bit about your growth, how that kind of manifested from then to now?
So everybody in my family, majority of people in my family or people around me has been hustlers. So they always had like a side hustle. Turning a side hustle to a business with no blueprint is expensive.
It's
It's a
big.
lot of challenges that I had to learn, especially with like taxes, the IRS, the state. Nobody cares that you don't know. If you
Hmm.
don't pay stuff on time, they will come back and audit you and you have to pay it. They don't want to hear that you didn't know about it. Or there's a lot of stuff that they don't tell you that you don't know. Um, one instance, I set up my sales tax account, thought I was paying everything correctly. Well, Lee County and the state doesn't speak to each other. So I was paying my Lee County tax, wasn't paying my state tax. So I had to go back after I had one of my huge months this year and pay back taxes for 3 years. So just learning that. My thing is when you start a business, if you can afford it when you first start, get a CPA. Definitely interview them. I
Yeah.
just got one this month, and that have taken a lot of pressure off me. But somebody always told me if there's somebody who do something better than you and you can afford to pay them and let them
Do it.
do it. It's
Yeah.
absolutely worth the money.
It is. It definitely, especially when you're talking about taxes and it's investing in the product that you believe in. And so sometimes we can't think about the money. You have to think about, the ease of being able to hand this off to somebody that you trust and know that it's going to get done and you're not dealing with situations 5 years down the road. So
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and invest in yourself. I tell people all the time, when we're getting in this, sometimes we don't start off with a coach, and a lot of people don't want to go to coach because that's more money. However, dealing or teaming with the right individuals can kind of push you a little bit more further faster with less hiccups, but it's all a learning curve. It truly, it sometimes it's painful. It is what it is, but you definitely learn every product. You learn what works, what you need to tighten up in. It gets smacks on the hand, and so you have to recover after that. So it is. It is challenging. I have 20 years in HR, and so when I decided to dive off in the world of speaking and class facilitation, it was overwhelming. And then somebody said, do a podcast. And I was like, oh my God, if I take on one other endeavor, and even with that, you have to make sure that all of your business ties are, okay. And protect your intellectual property, honey. That is so important that you make sure that you're protecting your name, your brand. And
Absolutely.
oh my goodness. So, I've seen many people go very far, be years within their business, and then all of a sudden they can't use their business name because it's been taken by another one because you did not do the legwork.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about informing others, on just steps to take, things to make sure that that you're protected, because you don't want to do all of the hard work and you believe in yourself. So believe in yourself and protecting your intellectual property, your name, your slogans, all of that. So I have.
And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those entrepreneurs to be like, oh, you need to leave your job.
Oh yeah.
I still pretty much fund my business out of pocket. And I'm not one of them to say you need to leave your job, this and that. You have to work with your job and fund your business until your business can fund you, or
Yeah.
until you can take that leap of faith. Because when you become an entrepreneur, everything fall on you. When you work in a job, you are trained for that particular job. When you working as an entrepreneur, you are everything. So I went from HR to marketing to making the product to having to sell the product to have to show up to everything. I was
Yeah.
literally going to bed at 3 a.m. and had to be back at 7 to be back at work.
Yeah.
When I first started it, again, I did not see where this was going to take me at all. I literally just started making desserts because I wanted something different in the area that we didn't have. And so
Right.
like technically my first year being full time last year, we did 47,000. To me, that's a big deal because you have people who don't make that a year, but that was in sales. Where this year we're on track to do almost 100,000. So as long as you continue to put in the leg work and do the work, it absolutely can be done. And that's just me doing just desserts alone, nothing else. I did hair for 20 years. I even retired from doing that and to put everything into this business because it can be everything you want it to be, but you're gonna have to put in the work.
That is so true. And that's why I do of course, with all of this experience that I have teaming with major corporations, actually have the career masterclass that I continually do,
Mm-hmm.
so that because it's important that you leverage what you have in order to manifest your purpose. And a lot of times you have to leverage your 9 to 5 in order for you to break off for
Mm-hmm.
your purpose. And so when I can get individuals there, not of course not everyone is meant to to be a business owner. That's not the goal for everyone. However, that is, you need to know, I need to be in a better situation, position in order for me to get the coins
Mhm.
that I deserve, so that I can bring this funding for my the vision, to come. So that's so important that I bring that to the community, so that because a lot of people are really not taking opportunities out there to their advantage. And
Yeah.
and if you learn the tricks, the tools, the strategies of industry leaders, you'll be better positioned to be in a job that you like. To
Mhm.
find, I tell the master class that I have going on now, I have a cheat sheet. Everybody's reaching out. Any work from home positions, and I have done the legwork for that, for them, and also vetted the companies. So these are legible companies that are looking for individuals that work from home, and so I like to kind of bring something, an added value to individuals. But it's so true. You got to leverage your 9 to 5 in order to get to
Yeah.
your purpose. So that is good. We're not trying to tell anybody to jump on out there, girl. Oh, absolutely not, because this independent insurance, medical insurance, is a no joke.
Mhm. Yes,
Very expensive.
absolutely.
So, can you highlight some of your accomplishments during this time? I know we got the chariot, honey. We seen that chariot.
Yeah. Oh no. Sorry, I'm over here making a mess. I saw something fall. I'm sorry. So yes, I got the cheesecake chariot, which is my mobile unit. That's what I sell my cheesecake out of. In September of last year, I wore Minority Business of the Quarter, and then
Yes.
this year I actually wore Minority Business of the Year.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, girl.
thank you. I'm actually, believe it or not, a naturally shy person. So this have pushed me to. Somebody told me from the beginning, once my business started picking up, that you're gonna be talking about your business a lot. You're gonna have to come out of that shell,
Who
which is true
not?
because in order
Bullshit,
to
honey. Who you kidding? Who
believe
you
it,
kidding?
I am naturally shy. It definitely have grown me to be able to talk about my business and go into the room. Because one of the ways that I grew my business was I got a scholarship from the chamber and I got a free year membership from them. So I just started going to everything, every business
Yes.
after hour, breakfast thing, took flyers. And I just started talking to people. Hey, y'all have a corporate event? I got cheesecake that come individually packaged. Oh, we love that. Birthday parties, bridal showers. I was everywhere. So now, sometimes now I only have to wear my t-shirt. People will recognize me when I go out, which is still a little weird for me, but I make sure I got my face out there, and I am really big on customer service. I literally treat people how they treat me. So when customers walk up to me at Food Truck Friday, I speak to everybody that come through. Hello, how are y'all doing? Just give them the best customer service, because word of mouth can grow your business. It can also hurt your business, because
Yeah.
you'll have way more people who will tell you how good your product is. They'll message you directly, say everything. But as soon as something bad happens, they'll blast it out quicker than they'll actually come to you and let you
Yeah.
fix it. So I'm very big on customer service.
Yeah, I know off camera we were talking. We can't stress this enough, guys. You have to get out there. You have to
Mhm.
be around key individuals, key stakeholders, to learn some of the things that you need in order to leverage what you believe in yourself. You have to go out there and do it bold, do it scared, do it unsure. You have to be in the right circles. It is so important that we
Absolutely.
collaborate between all of us in order for us to come together as a community to make success. It's not about this one is further along than us, or it's
Mhm.
really about creating a circle of winners, a circle of winners. And you have to go to those classes. The Chamber of Commerce has free classes as well. You posted a link, and then I received a link from someone else, and I was like, they had classes on pitching your business. I mean, it was like so many things. I was like, oh, I want to sign up for this. I was for that.
Those classes were actually from Auburn University, and they had a lot. They have Auburn
Yeah.
University business incubator that help with a lot of free classes. QuickBooks, why is that important? How to market your class. They have a lot of free classes. So I took a lot of those classes.
Right, right. So we encourage you guys to, if you want it and you're serious, that means that sometimes you're gonna have some sleepless nights. Sometimes you're gonna
Mhm.
have to sacrifice where you want to go, who needs you, who has access to you. Okay, in order to get it, there's gonna have to be some tough decisions. You're gonna have to put up some people for a little while. It's okay, baby. All right. So awesome, awesome. Now I know you have the cheesecake. But you also do cakes. I saw them cakes.
Yes, I do. And I started doing it because I had some customers reach out to me and they wanted me to do treat tables. And I was just solely focusing on cheesecake. They were like, we want your cheesecake. And, whether I had to refer them to somebody else, I was just, okay, well, I'll just do it. So I started making cakes so I can be a one-stop shop. I made custom cakes, cobblers, cupcakes. We do chocolate covered strawberries. We used to do
That's
edible arrangements. We took those off the menu. Custom treats, cupcake toppers. So yes, we are full dessert, whatever you need, we can pretty much do.
awesome, awesome. Any other advice that you can give someone that's looking to go into baking or catering? Any advice, additional advice you would give that person that's just hopeful to kick it off? Because I see a lot of people, not just in our area, but beyond that, of course, they started at home, they're selling plates, and they really can make it to a storefront. Other than
So
getting a good tax accountant.
one thing is, if you don't have your business license, just a forewarning, the health department and other businesses, because had this happen to me, will call the health department on you. Especially if your name start getting out there. So my
Mhm.
advice to you is, if you want to start anything with food, talk to your local health department first and see what you might need, because there are certain things that you can cook out of your house. Like for me, I have to have a commissary kitchen because I make cheesecake. But on the other hand, I can bake my cakes at home. It's weird. So just talk to your local health department to see what you need first. Definitely start there, because I hate for somebody to invest in all of this stuff and then you get a call from the health department and you gonna have to move, spend money to get a commissary kitchen, or you can get fined. So definitely talk to your health department first if it got anything to do with food.
It's so funny, and I'm gonna call it out because this is my show, and I can say what what I want. It's so funny that individuals in this area is so quick to call people out, to
Mhm,
call, and it's just
mhm,
like, man, I'm just trying to get my slice of pie.
mhm.
I see it all the time. I'm connected to a page, and I just cringe. I told my husband, I said, I'm gonna have to delete that page. But it's so true.
I
I
probably know what
understand.
page you're talking about.
So, so, but it's so real that.
Yeah,
But you know what? Here's the one wonderful thing about God. What's for you? Can't
it's for
nobody
you.
stop.
Absolutely.
Can't
I am
nobody
big.
stop.
I am big on, I want to see everybody win. I don't mind if I see another baker, I share their stuff. If I hear some crazy stuff, I stop sharing it. But I don't, I literally generally want everybody to win. It's 1,000 million people in this area alone. I can't feed everybody. I can't feed everybody cheesecake or desserts. I don't mind, sharing another baker, tell them the steps that I did. What's for you is for you. I'm so focused on minding the business that pays me. I can't worry about what you got going on over here. Honestly,
Right.
if you focus solely on your business, the way to grow it and how to market and everything like that, you really will not have time to worry about what somebody else got going on. What is for you is going to be for you. What is your season? It might not be your season right now, but your season is coming as long as you keep working. But I generally want everybody to win. I do, because there's enough money out here for everybody.
It is. Even if we're doing the same thing, no
Absolutely.
a threat, honey. We all,
Absolutely.
especially when we're able to come together for a common
Hmm.
goal, which
Hmm.
means Black wealth. Okay. All of our families get included. We help the community in that way. So I'm very big on that. Yeah, that was a little call out. I just was like, geez, dang. Oh, God,
There are
it's
a
hard.
few different women I want to call out. One of them is Miss Grandma Val Lemonade. I'm in the building with her. We partner. She came to me, was like, you can come in my building. You'll have more space, because I was in a different commissary kitchen. And it's because food trucks have grown so much in this area, pretty much all of us was in the same kitchen. So she was like, you can come to my building. And it was just the fact that she really didn't know me like that and reached out to me and gave me that opportunity. I absolutely love her for that. She have freaking amazing lemonade. So definitely try Grandma Val Lemonade. One of my good friends, CLS Cakes. She's been doing cakes for years, Latoya Gibson. When I first decided to do cakes, I called her up. She had
Yeah.
no problem giving me tips and tricks on how to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like at all.
She
And she'll
makes
even
good
call me
cakes
now.
too. They're
Yeah,
beautiful.
yes,
Yeah.
she do beautiful, amazing cakes. Brittany Spinks, not Brittany Spinks, I'm sorry, Brittany Smith does amazing cakes as well. Just beautiful work. And I can reach out to her for anything and she'll reach out to me for stuff. Just having that, I guess you can say business bestie and who can understand it and not trying to gatekeep. Like we can really, really learn from each other just by, because like I said, Latoya been doing cakes for years. So getting that knowledge from her was everything, and her not feeling no type of way or telling me any type of information. So I love that. And just having an amazing friend group who
Yeah.
support you.
Yeah.
Andrea Burks do very good charcuterie boards. Ebony Vines, who was my VP, she also have
Yeah.
her own marketing firm. So just us coming together as one, or we'll literally sit down and have like business meetings and talk about
Yeah.
what's going on, what are our goals. I mean, you have to have that.
You have to have accountability partners. You have to have mentors as well.
Yes.
That's so important. And you have to reach out. I often will send a text message to my friend and say, remember you at lunch, you said you was going to do X, Y, and Z. Have you done X, Y, and Z? Okay, well, I'm giving you 2 weeks. And then I
Mm-hmm.
will follow up with you in
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks. So that's the kind of friend I am.
Yes.
So I love that. I always say we win a circle. We are women of audacity for sure, through and through. Now I know that I don't know a lot of the pages here, or because there's so much out on the on social media. But is there a page specifically for Black businesses,
In this area, I'm not sure. I'm
or
not
have
part
anyone
of it.
ever put it out? That's where Black businesses come. If they're doing a sale, they put it there.
Hmm.
If they have a business, they put it there. Now, I'm not saying that I want to be over the page by far, but I think
Not that I know of.
I think it's awesome
Yeah.
because everybody else has their spot, their go-to. I want to be able to go to a one spot where I know that I'm getting and supporting people that look like me.
Right.
So that's something to definitely think of. And definitely I could not do it alone. But with me being a podcast and me trying to connect with other um, key people and key, representation in our area, and just getting to know them and bringing them on the show, I think that would be absolutely phenomenal. So that's our own Black pages.
Yes. Now, who another people I want to shout out is Opelika Chamber. They made it a mission to definitely help a lot more minority business.
Okay.
So Allie and everybody, Ashley, Mackenzie, all of them at the chamber are awesome. They definitely have grown my business a lot, and they are willing to. I remember the very first time when I first joined the chamber, I messaged Allie because she actually came from Chicken Salad Chick,
Okay.
and she's the vice president of uh the Opelika Chamber, just to sit down with her to get some marketing tips. And she had no problem sitting down with me and, giving me tips and tricks of, how to market my business, everything like that. So Opelika Chamber, thank y'all.
Okay, awesome. I wrote something down that I want to cover with you offline. I think it'd be
Okay.
awesome. Can you tell us the broader goal for Dani Cheesecake?
So, my ultimate goal is to get in Target and Whole Foods. That's a beast within itself. So
Yeah.
I am working on getting that done right now. I'm working on getting my nutritional facts added to the labels. I just hired 2 people, so we have our own like mini fulfillment center. Want to be a co-packer for other desserts as well. So we have different little things coming down the pipeline. I want to open up a second business. That's something else I'm working on as well. I'm not gonna speak on it just quite yet because I'm working
Yeah.
out some details with that.
Yep.
But my ultimate goal, I would love to be in retail stores because it's expensive to ship because I have to overnight ship it. So if I can get them in stores where you can go pick up, that'll be better.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I am excited about what you're doing, and I'm glad that we're connected in this way,
Thank
and
you.
continue the growth that I know that you'll keep surpassing. But
Thank
I want
you.
to, you know what? When I sent, I always like to talk about something fun. And it was so funny because I asked you your interest, and we're
Hmm.
like so spot on together. So spot on. You like it, your TV shows like Law and Order, SVU, and that's my
Yes,
thing. That
yes.
is, I think I hadn't seen. I think I've seen every
Every
episode.
episode. I feel like I was a police officer in my past life because I watched Law and Order, SVU, Criminal Organization, East New York, The Equalizer with Queen Latifah. Who
Wow.
was it? I can't even think of the one with Niecy Nash in it. I think
Oh,
it's FBI Rookie. I watch
uh-huh.
all the cop shows.
All of those. Now I
Yes.
do Law and Order and SVU. I think for me, I'm an advocate and a survivor for sexual assault.
Mm.
So, and victims and being able to team with individuals that are going through that. I see so much. I hear a lot of things. I even
Mhm.
have family and friends that are Ubering that hear heartbreaking stories from individuals, even on some of these doggone campuses.
Mhm.
And so, to be able to come together and lend my knowledge and being able to serve at some of these organizations and nonprofits in that way in order to encourage and build up someone that have went through that is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm more attached to the Law and Order. I like some crime, but I like I shouldn't say is it reality crime. Like they're not TV shows. They're actual
Mhm.
they're actual events that happen and they're, covering it. But I also love my HDTV. I love
Yes.
Chip and Joe.
I love Chip. I love Egypt and Mike. I
Yes.
love everything. The only show I do cannot stand on HGTV is Love of the Listed. They can take them off.
Uh,
I am not a fan of them, but I love everything else on HGTV.
Yeah, there is one. I love intervention too. I'm like more drawn to the reality kind of things, the heartbreaking, not just the crime. Intervention just like hits home to me because you really you see the psychology, you see the hurt and the pain, what brought them to the point of their life where they're using or whatever. So,
Mhm.
TV is an outlet for me. Um, and I am releasing something, pretty soon. I'm very, very excited. Not only do I have Hello Audacity podcast, but I am branching off to create a show that will be mainly on YouTube, and so I'll
Okay.
do reaction videos, and I think that's fun because I'm really unfortunately, I hate to say, a lot of this time where we're doing marketing and content creation and graphics, and it does not stop. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll just put on something and it just catches my attention. So I happen to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville and Dale
Oh, I love that
Cheesecake.
show.
And so,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to bring you on so maybe we can discuss a an episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I think it's gonna be
Please.
awesome.
Yes.
Honey, I get so into them shows where I know it's
Yes.
going to be absolutely phenomenal. I just been up to 6 o'clock in the morning the past 4 nights trying to get all of the graphics done for it. So I'm really, really excited to, yeah, because when you have a brand, something you can't merge. So I can't do the reaction videos into this platform because I want to keep this solely for entrepreneurs or someone who that has a passion and testimony, and that's the niche for this one. So
Right.
yes, that's coming. It will also be in the link below. But it has been absolutely amazing speaking with you. I thank you for all of your time, and I see some collaborations coming in the future.
Absolutely.
So that this would be great. We're going to have you back, of course, in some capacity, so we can continue to have this fun and conversation.
Absolutely. And I just want to tell all the women out there, I was a teen mom. I had the son that graduated in 2020. I had him at 16. Um, and just no, keep going. Don't let what society make you feel like that I wasn't gonna be anything, that I wasn't gonna do anything. And I had to work 3 or 4 jobs because I had him so young. And that was part of the push of showing my son it's a different way out here. You can still, even though we was in a tight situation when he was younger, you can still work and get your way out of it. So Always keep doing. Don't let being a mom, don't let because of your age. It's never too late to start. I don't care what it is. It's never going to be the right time to start. So it's never too late to start. Just what passion you got, business, whatever, start it.
Right.
If you do it wrong, start it. If you do it right, start it. You're going to have to learn somewhere.
That is true. And a lot of us have different passions and gifts. I thought I was going to have a salon. I thought I was going to be the leading event decorator. And I actually have a whole bunch of stuff here that I'm able to use for my events and class facilitation. So I'm like, that didn't go in vain. And, you know, but God was more pushing me to use my voice as a speaker and as a class facilitator. So I'm very glad that I was able to, trust me, I didn't want to be in front of no camera. I didn't want to be talking to y'all like this. I did not. But you have to be obedient. And I say you work every gift or passion that you have. It's going to, because your purpose is going to supersede anything else. And one day you're going to say, ding, 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 I got it. You're going to believe in yourself and you're going to dive deep into that. So thank you so much for being on. Of course, we're going to have you back. Yes. Sorry. All right, guys, that's our show for today. I want everyone to stay sweet and get you a treat so you can share. Okay, so be out on the lookout for the Cherry Dani Cheesecake. Okay, in and around Auburn. And if you're not near us, you need to go ahead and order so she can ship it out to you. It's your girl, lashamariespeaks. Please be sure to, if you have a business, click the link. I want you a part of the show. Okay. I want to know what you have going on. Your product, service, gift, or testimony. Click the link. Also, I'm taking speaking engagements. My books are open for the fall. I still have a couple of openings. Would love to team with you for your upcoming event. You guys have a wonderful day. I always say your audacity doesn't end, but this show does. Have a great night, everyone.